so this week I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Maceman Rik Brown. For those of you who don't know who Rik is, Rik basically travels the world with his mace and teaches people how to use it. He has a lot of experience in kettlebells and strength training, but obviously his favorite thing is mace. So I had a chance to have a quick chat with him in Lisburn last week. He talks about his training, he talks about how to use mace and what sort of training it's good for, but he also talks about his philosophy and gives some useful advice for new coaches. So we did that in Primal Strength Movement in Lisburn, the gym that he did one of his seminars last Saturday, qualifying 13 new mace instructors, including myself. So I hope you enjoy it and find it useful. Here's the interview. Mace, not everyone has used it and not everyone knows what it is, so if you could briefly explain what it is, what it could be used for and what sort of training it's best for, what would you say, Rik?
It's a leveraged training implement, a lot like a club, just a longer form of a club. I like to say that clubs are short maces, maces are long clubs. You do many of the similar movements, however the mace is usually used with two hands and not one.
Okay, and would you say it's good for strength training or mobility, endurance? What sort of training would you recommend using mace for?
It's not really designed for limit strength like powerlifting would be, and mobility wise it can assist, but its main design was for strength and conditioning. Okay. So an endurance tool.
Okay. And obviously you have a lot of experience using the mace. That's your favorite type of tool or equipment. You also have a lot of experience yourself in kettlebells and strength training. So if you could go back years, whenever it was just starting, what made you choose mace over other tools, or what made you fall in love with this particular equipment?
What drew me to this was I was doing the other aforementioned things, kettlebell, which I really liked, but I was one of many doing the kettlebells. And, I did the clubs, which I loved very much, and still do. I still do kettlebells, I still do the Bulgarian bag, I still do heavy clubs. But along with the mace, I realized I was pretty much the only guy that was trying to make it popular a decade ago. Some were, a few were, but they weren't interested in really setting up seminars like I was. And if you ask me like you did, why do I choose to do it? Why do I like it? Well, everybody likes something, and to me, it's just the coolest thing there is, okay? Even if, I mean, I can tell you, Kaja, that there's all these benefits, which there are, about developing your rhomboids, your infraspinatus, your scapular retractors, and grip strength and core strength. But if it didn't do any of that, I'm still gonna swing a mace, because I just like it. I like the way it feels, I like the way it looks when people are doing it right, and I like doing it.
Okay. 5 years from now, where do you see mace training? How do you think it's going to evolve, or what's going to happen to it?
Well, as of last Saturday, I've got 13 new mace disciples in the north of Ireland alone, you being one of them.
Yes.
So I look forward to all of you people branching out and teaching more people. Five years ago, I was doing the mace 3 times a week, teaching private clients. I never thought that I would travel the world. I hoped to. So let's say if I grow in the next 5 years, or if the mace movement grows in the next 5 years, commensurate to what it has done in the last 5 years, there will be mace championships in at least 20 countries. Okay. Hopefully the first will be an all Emerald Isle Mace Championships. And hopefully you will enter. Hopefully
I will. What advice would you give to new trainers or new coaches or people trying to teach mace, or not even mace, with all of your experience in training and coaching people and teaching and doing your seminars? What sort of advice would you give to people who are just beginning their coaching career or training?
I would say specialize. If you try to do everything, you will learn nothing well. You don't want to lightly touch on things. You want to go an inch wide and a mile deep. That's what I've chosen with the mace. There's many things I love to do, but I've had to narrow my focus down to the 4 that I mentioned. and in particular the mace. Every once in a while I will do a kettlebell only seminar, but that's what I'm asked. Generally I leave that to the kettlebell guys.
Okay.
So specialize.
Specialize, that's the key. Who was the most influential person in your training? So whether it was kettlebells, whether it was your strength training, who was the most influential mentor or person, and what was the most powerful advice they gave you?
Well, I tried for many years to be a bodybuilder.
Okay.
I worked out at a gym in Southern California that was owned by a 5-time Mr. Universe. His name was Bill Pearl. He's still around. He was just an icon in bodybuilding, and I was only able to work with him on rare occasions, but I was able to see him for a while and just notice how he was. At the time I was 18.
Okay.
He was 52, and he was just, and still is, a legend in my eyes. It was his demeanor that I wanted to pattern myself after. I realized I could never be as good as him, even close. But his demeanor, the kind of gentleman he was. So you fast forward to the year 2000 or so, when the kettlebell explosion started in the United States. I would have to say it was the person that gave me my first training was Pavel, Tsatsouline.
Yes.
As I said in my seminar last Saturday, I tried to pattern my teaching very similar to what he did. One of the people I met when I was in training for kettlebells was one of his disciples at the time, Steve Cotter.
Okay.
Steve Cotter travels the world. As soon as I could, I invited him to one of my Mace seminars. We talked. It was months later when I started going international. I owe a lot to Steve Cotter.
Okay.
And he's been very, very kind and beneficial to me. I look forward to seeing him next weekend in Italy.
And I said mostly just being a gentleman, being professional, being...
You heard my speech in the seminar. You have to be professional. You have to be a gentleman. You have to be encouraging to all. People send me videos all the time asking them to critique their mace work, and I'm happy to do it. Anything I say publicly is going to be positive. I'll find something positive. If your form is absolutely terrible, I'll compliment you on your shoes. Privately, you've sent me a video. Privately, you better be able to take my critique.
There will be constructive feedback.
Yes, especially if you think you're great. If you think you're great and you have a hey, look at me attitude, I'll show you what we need to look at and discuss. And fortunately for me, most people have been able to take that.
Okay.
Been a few people who haven't, but...
Okay. What's your secret to health or longevity, or what would you tell people how to stay healthy for the rest of your life? Do loads of mace, probably.
It's really simple. Whether it's the mace, whether it's whatever form of exercise or activity or movement you want to do. Last summer I went, summer before last, I went fishing with my 94-year-old mother-in-law.
Okay.
94. She's been fishing all her life. That was her exercise. Okay. So whatever you do, I have to use the words of Jack LaLanne when he said, the reason you can't do what you used to do is because you don't do it anymore. Don't stop. Don't stop. Fall in love with it. And this is just a belief that I have that fate or what we do in this training world, it's slightly like a lady. If you fall in love with it, and if your love is true, it will open up all its secrets to you. I fell in love with the mace years ago. It took me 8 years of training before I got 1 million reps. Do about 1,000 reps of workout 3 to 4 days a week. It took about 8 years to get 1 million reps. But I fell in love with it. And I have a relationship. I name all my maces after ladies. So.
And what's the name of this one?
This one is Daisy. And as much as my love, and my love is true for Daisy, Daisy has eyes for the owner of this gym now. And Daisy, when I leave tomorrow, Daisy will stay here. Daisy will stay here.
Very good.
So this is actually my last bonding experience.
This is your goodbye.
Yes, it's my goodbye dance with Daisy.
Do you have any quotes that you live by or anything that you believe in?
Absolutely. You are as old as your doubts, and you are as young as your dreams. Keep dreaming.
Perfect. So just to finish off, where can we connect with you? Where can we find out more about your work, about the seminars, about Mace, about all the information that we need to fall in love with Mace as well?
www.mrmaceman.com. Facebook, I'm Rik Brown. On Instagram, I'm at Mr Maceman.
Okay.
And between those 3 avenues, you can get a hold of me. I'll answer. I'll talk all day if you give me a chance.
Thank you very much, Rik.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kaja.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. For more content like that, you can like my page, Healthy, Strong, Happy. Give me some thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.